Why do I believe this man on your screen became this man on your screen? Let's talk about it. Hey, y'all, Gravity, any day above ground living. So you already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right, share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. We are in an age where social media has basically taken over. And what I mean is through AI, through people conversing with each other, information is moved in a record pace. And if you are a connoisseur of history, and especially U.S. government, you can understand why this was able to take place, since the government has gotten in bed with big tech. The movie poster you see on your screen right now is The Running Man that came out in 1987. It stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Maria Conchita Alonso, the late Richard Dawson, the late Yaphet Kotto, and a host of other people. Even Jesse Ventura, who went on to become a politician. And the reason why I make this comparison from the title that you saw is this is basically what we're living in. This is a more sanitary version of it, because if you've watched this movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger's character was wrongly convicted and sentenced for a crime that he didn't commit through video editing, because he wouldn't follow a command. And for him to get his freedom, quote unquote, he had to compete on a government-sponsored game show called The Running Man. And Killian Dane was his arch enemy, which was played by Richard Dawson. I believe Trump is Richard Dawson's character, Damon Killian. I think I kept saying Killian Dane, but that's my fault. Damon Killian. Because he's become nothing but a salesman. If you've watched this movie, you would know that they had a quote in there. Well, several good quotes, but this one we're just going to start off with. When Killian was asking to get Ben Richards, Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, on there, he asked to speak with the president and speak to his agent. Now, for those who have done their history, we know that Donald Trump has an agent, since he used to be a celebrity within the confines of Hollywood. But also there was another quote in there that I'm going to put on the screen, and then we're going to show you why he is a quote unquote salesman. All right. So as you see on your screen, this is one of Damon Killian's most famous quotes. Even some people said this is his most famous quote. And I think it's apropos to what we're going to be discussing as well, as I alluded to. So we're going to read it really fast. So it says, "This is television. That's all it is. It's nothing to do with people. It's to do with the ratings. For 50 years, we've told them what to eat, what to drink, what to wear. For Christ's sakes, Ben, don't you understand? Americans love television. They wean their kids on it. Listen, they love game shows. They love wrestling. They love sports and violence. So what do? We give them what they want. We're number one, Ben. That's all that counts." And we know that a lot of the right wing and the left wing do this, as evident with this Charlotte deletion. It's an unfortunate tragedy, but instead of saying, you know what, we have systemic problems in this country, everybody picked a side. And when I say everybody, I don't mean the entire country. I mean those that perpetually spend their time online getting outraged over the littlest things. Those people who don't touch grass unless they can monetize off of it. The government has worked us to believe what we see on TV. But for those like myself that go outside and interact with people off of social media and the internet, these kind of sentiments are not there. They're not omnipresent. But why do I say he's Killian Dane? Well, let's begin with this. We all remember during the election cycle when Trump was selling perfume and them sneakers and the Red Bible. And his base ate it up. They said that we're going to put this together. Hell, they even bought T-shirts and pictures and magnets of his mugshot. But again, that was the election cycle. So you figured, okay, he would put that away. The perfume he didn't. Cologne, whatever you want to call it. He didn't put that away because he sold that during his current term right now. But he also did something in the White House that should be very alarming to folks. But again, it got swept under the rug. So we're going to show this to you. We're going to go to real time. Now, as you see on your screen, this is a Twitter account from someone named Margot Martin, 47. Now, you see this gray silver badge. That means what? That they work at the White House in some capacity. As you see here, the official White House account, special assistant to the president and communications advisor. She put this up on August 22nd. And it says, President Donald Trump invites the hardworking men renovating the White House into the Oval Office. So for those who don't know, Trump over the last few months has commissioned construction workers to come in and put gold all over the Oval Office. And I believe there were other places in the White House. And people have had a hard time rationalizing why he's doing this. Like, this is not a priority. I mean, our infrastructure is not great. Our economy is not great, but you're wasting taxpayer dollars. That's what they said on him doing this. And then they would come back to you, the right wing, and say that, oh no, he's paying for this out of his own pocket. Again, makes no sense, but okay, fine. But I want y'all to watch this video here and we're going to discuss it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
25,000 on eBay.
Thank you.
Fellas, good catch.
Thank you.
Put that in your hand.
Now, as you see, he just gave out MAGA hats. Okay, I'm sure that cost him, since he probably buys them in bulk anyway, probably 55 cents from China or one of their neighboring countries. But watch this next part.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
This is what they really like. And I respect talented people.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay.
He's giving out coins of himself with the seal of, I believe this had the seal of the United States on the back. But again, he's throwing MAGA hats at construction workers and giving out coins that they really can't sell because they're being mass produced. This is why I call him Damon Killian. Damon Killian's job in The Running Man was to sell the people an ideal and to sell them false hope, to sell them hopium, what they like to call it. See, the right wing will watch this and say this is the greatest thing ever. He's the man. He really cares about the people. The left wing will see this and say how much of a douchebag he is. Me, that's independent, I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is a waste of resources. These men should be working. Now, maybe they're on their break. I don't know. But how does this serve the people doing this? But then when bad reports come out, he ready to, like Damon Killian did in the movie, and he want to get upset. Oh, you don't believe me? I figured you didn't. Okay. Watch this. So as you see on the screen, this was a report that came out 2 months ago. Jessica Tarloff on Fox News has been consistently ripping Trump and the Republicans for not bringing America back up to where the president promised. And I guess saying I'm guessing this was the week Trump did not like Fox News, because this always happens. A couple months goes by, he loves them because they're kissing his ass, and then the second they want to give him a little criticism, he acts like a woman. He acts like a woman. So it says here, in a fiery post on True Social, he wrote, "Why does Fox News allow failed TV personality Jessica Tarloff, who's here on the bottom, to soil the five? Her voice, her manner, and above all else, what she says are a disgrace to television broadcasting, while accusing the network of alienating MAGA supporters by having her frequently appear on the show." The outburst followed Tarloff's commentary, often critical of Trump, related to recent polling figures aired on Fox's program The Five. Fox News survey indicated that 40% of registered voters approved of Trump's economic management versus a 58% disapproval rating. Now, I've also done streams and content about how MAGA hates women. This looks like another example of that. How does this compare to Damon Killian? Well, when Marita Conchita Alonso's character, Amber, wanted to find out the truth about Ben Richards, she got caught and thrown into the game. Not arrested, not forcibly removed from the building, not even being put in a hostage situation where Ben has to go and rescue her by winning the game. He put her in the game. And here again, Trump is trying to have this woman fired 2 months ago. And if you have frequented the channel, you would know that we have shown how MAGA does not like women. A salesman, I think we should start calling him SOTUS. Salesman of the United States. We're past 8 months almost in this administration, and the results are not good. We have been sold a bill of goods. We have been sold to play isolationist with the rest of the world. We have been sold by a group of people who are not in tune with what's going on outside their shores, that everything is okay. It could be worse because the previous regime made it worse. Now, the previous regime is a bunch of jokers too, but okay. The person you see on the screen, this is who they have elected. A celebrity businessman. Your politicians in this country are celebrities. They don't want to save the country. Your celebrity businessman president has business holdings that equal into the billions in the Middle East, while he is trying to spend billions going into cities claiming that crime is rampant, when that money could be better served in building an infrastructure where our children can read and start to read better. They could start to do math better. They could start to code. They could start to do STEM in elementary through high school. So when they become 18, they can go into these hospitals. They can go into these systems. They can go into the tech sector. They can go into even the government system and be productive. And you have a young working class that is going to be vibrant and they're going to be able to create. But he wants to sell you a false sense of hope. Because the people that are trying to sell you this false sense of hope and trying to tell you how bad black people are and how bad Hispanics are and how bad Asians are and how bad white people are, they're already millionaires, artificial millionaires in an artificial intelligence world. You guys basically elected a grifter. And that was also, a lot of people haven't thought about this, but that was a running theme in The Running Man, the original one. Especially with Damon Killian's statement about television. It's all a grift. And like the person you see on your screen, you need them to convince you that you need that product. But let me know what you think about this. But I'm going to get out of here. You already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right. Share, like, and subscribe because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Take care. Stay safe. I'm out.